Jai Shrimanarayan.
Jai Shri
Jai Shrimanarayan.
Jai Shri
Jai Shrimanarayan.
Jai Shri
I pay my obeisances to my spiritual masters, Srimad Jagadguru Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi, and I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that's going to be watching this discourse when it's to be posted on YouTube and the various groups from around the world subsequently. We welcome my Guruji, Swami Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj, and Lord Ramanuj to this satsang held specifically for both of them here at the Sri Narayan Dham, which we have called the month of the Ramanujans. And today I want to discuss a topic. I think Tivashni and Ashmika asked me to discuss this. Although I've discussed it previously, I think it is necessary because there are many viewers that's getting confused in the various roles that I play in society. So number one, my main role is to change the consciousness of whoever attends my satsang from material consciousness to spiritual consciousness, which means I have to redirect the way the human mind thinks when it is submerged in materialism, and through various processes during satsang to redirect to spiritualism. And my second aspect is to create a divine society. So the first part is those that volunteers to attend this service out of their own will, either for alleviation of the material suffering, alleviation from poverty, alleviation from illness, or when one wants to make inquiries about spirituality, and when one wants spiritual knowledge, then through various processes, the Guru has capacity to deal with these requests. Then in creating a divine society does not mean converting society to Sanatana Dharma. It means accepting society in the current status quo, accepting all the religions that exist in the world within that society in the current status quo, and fostering a loving relationship between the different religions. It means respecting all religions equally, but worshipping your own. Respecting all religions equally, but worshipping your own. And Ashmika wanted me to do a voice note for her, so I think this will be my voice note. The Sri Narayan Dham has been historical in South Africa in achieving this religious cohesion. We made history when I personally initiated, through the instructions of my Guru, I initiated religious cohesion. I initiated political cohesion. I initiated racial cohesion. And I initiated social cohesion. So by integrating all of these four separate cohesions and integrating them into one common purpose, I achieved the impossible. All in one system. And from the day it was initiated at the Sri Narayan Dham 4 years ago, it kept on growing in leaps and bounds. And today, that essence is found around the country. Today, you can see interfaith. The word interfaith is now a living entity. Prior to this, it was a concept. And there is no evidence preceding when I initiated all of this for any other institution to have been continuously successful, growing in leaps and bounds over the period of 4 years. Then, when we culminate all these cohesion, it ends up in oneness. It ends up in oneness where every individual is equal to the next individual, irrespective of your race, your religion, your social standing, whether you're a rich person or a poor person. At the end, every soul is equal and identical. So this is a long process. It will take many generations to start bearing fruit, but the underlying factor is that at the Sri Narayan Dham, we have given all these concepts life. And that is what the Sri Narayan Dham will be remembered for, being the first institution to give these four concepts: religious cohesion, social cohesion, racial cohesion, and political cohesion life simultaneously on one common platform. This has never been done before, and this is why we are saying it is historical. So if Ashmika is intelligent, I answered that one part what she needed to be answered, and simultaneously I'm answering. So Ashmika and Tiveshni generally films TikTok, and every now and again they get questions which ruffles them. So I am not privy to these questions or comments whilst I'm giving this discourse. And it is only fair for me to answer any question that has been posed or any comment that has been made. I'm a guru, my job is to enlighten the ignorant. The knowledgeable cannot be enlightened. You can't convert the converted. So I welcome these comments that are against my discourse, which questions my discourse. Sometimes they shame this discourse, sometimes they are vulgar. So my job becomes very, very interesting, and I'm very disappointed. So every day they will tell me that the amount of people that watch the discourse and how many people made negative comments. So if 500 people watch the discourse, they will tell me 3 people made negative comments. And that disappoints me, because we are in Kali Yuga, and in Kali Yuga, only 25% of the people are supposed to be righteous. So I expect from 400 viewers, 300 to bash me. 300 negative comments, which will mean we are in Kali Yuga. So disappointing that only 3 or 4 are bashing me along the way. But nevertheless, I've spoken on this topic at length, and because we are live on TikTok, and these viewers on TikTok may have not had the opportunity to watch my discourses, which are in excess of 800, then I am duty bound, as requested by Tiveshni and Ashmika, to answer this. And again, a guru should not be involved in politics. A guru should not be involved in politics. So firstly, they have no scriptural backing. They grew up without knowledge of the Guru. Whoever makes this comment, it means they do not understand the Guru principle. They were not taught the Guru principle. They are not privy that information exists on the Guru principle. So there has been a trend by gurus from the early 1900s, initiated by Mohandas Gandhi, wherein he postulated that Sanatana Dharma was a passive religion. And subsequently, at this point in time, India was colonized, and the role of the Guru was in the background. The role of the Guru was in the background, and oppressed people through the resistance movement of Mahatma Gandhi started believing in his interpretation of the Bhagavad Gita, which is false. Sanatana Dharma is not in the least a passive religion. In fact, it is the opposite. It is the opposite. It is an active religion. and it's not even a religion, it advises humanity how to deal with every aspect of the life. So in Sanatana Dharma, from the second you are born until the second you die, there are various processes that are transcribed on how you should live. From your birth through to your marriage, and it even stipulates when a man and a woman should copulate to have righteous children. So everything in your life, from the day you are born, right up to your education, up to your marriage, and even conceiving a child, when is the right time to conceive a child. That is Sanatana Dharma. Then Sanatana Dharma also teaches you that you must not allow unrighteousness to reign over righteousness. Sanatana Dharma teaches you, you must not allow unrighteousness to reign over righteousness. Sanatana Dharma also teaches you that when you are in combat, and if your enemy is using weapons of a particular kind, be it righteous or unrighteous, for you to win that battle, you have to use the same weapon that your enemy is using. So Abir, if your enemy got a shotgun, don't try to kill him with a bow and arrow. Don't try to kill him with a... If he wants to shoot you with a shotgun, and if you see a policeman walking by with a shotgun, what is your duty? To unrighteously take the shotgun from the policeman and righteously kill that guy with a shotgun. You understand? The mode does not matter. You must match the weapon that your enemy is using. You understand? And that's an instruction from Sanatana Dharma. So tell me now, Mr. Mohandas Gandhi, somehow he became Mahatma, only God knows. But if everyone was calling him Mahatma, then you can see where the diversion that took place in India. The gurus were found in the main in India, and I think very few gurus like myself are born out of India, foreign gurus. We are NRIs. If you go to India, you get even in the ashram, I had a badge declaring that I am an NRI, non-resident Indian, which means I'm a foreigner. All right? Very few foreigners of Indian origin are gurus outside India. Just a handful of us. Yes, you agree? So all or 99.99% of gurus from India, when Gandhi made these declarations, they did not, well, obviously they were colonized, they did not rebut this false notion themselves. Well, if I was living there in Gandhi's time, and all of you know me, wasn't what you think I would have done. Alright? So unfortunately I was not there in Gandhi's time, and the Guru took shelter in this weakness. All the Gurus took shelter in this weakness. They shy away from societal issues, don't they? They imprison themselves in the walls of the ashrams. Yes?
Yes.
And they live within that imprisoned ashram. They don't get involved in controversial and topical discussions. Yet, majority of the followers live in the common society, don't they?
Yes.
So, they back off controversy. They don't want to get into discussions about the affairs of the state, and this is why the Gandhi family brought India to its knees for 70 years of democracy. Yes? And it is a guru that is integrally involved as the chief minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath. He has ashram, he has disciples, he is the chief minister, and Uttar Pradesh was called Gunda Raj. I like to use the word Gunda on many of my disciples. But that meaning of Gunda is different. Mafia state. Uttar Pradesh was mafia state. Yogi Adityanath is a bona fide spiritual master with ashram and disciples. You all see him on TV, you all heard of him?
Yes.
He is the chief minister, which means he is the highest authority in the mafia state. Within a few months, there were no more mafias. And Uttar Pradesh is one of the most disciplined states in India. One of the most disciplined states in India. He is a guru, but he took excavators and TLBs to the houses of these mafias and he demolished these houses. Who? Guru. He is a bona fide spiritual master. He instructed his municipality to demolish these houses through court orders, through following the system, because you think these mafias had built their palaces with plans? You think they were paying their taxes? So the mafiosi, the mafia disappeared from Uttar Pradesh. Can you see the significance of a bona fide spiritual master involved directly in politics? So historically, from Mahatma Gandhi redirecting gurus to take shelter, indirectly, Yogi Adityanath is the first guru to have stormed into the political scene. He went into politics at the age of 24 or 25 and he's remained there. And he will be, if not the next, then one of the prime ministers of India. Imagine a guru being a prime minister of India. And what my people are saying, Ashmita, how can a guru be involved in politics? Currently, India is the most populated country in the world, and a guru will be the prime minister of the most populated country in the world. What are they going to say then? So there is abundant evidence
in our scriptures that a guru must be involved in every aspect of his disciples' life. And I'm talking about living disciples. Only dead disciples are liberated. Living disciples have to live in this material universe. They have to live in the municipality, they have to live in the states, and they have to live in their country. If the Guru is not well versed in the politics of his disciples' country, how can the Guru be a true Guru to his disciple? How? A Guru has to be well versed in all societal subjects, be it law, be it medical, be it politics. A Guru must have deep knowledge. And this is why I continuously reject head touching gurus. Wasn't? I reject head touching gurus, and that is a culmination of a guru's life. So I've kicked that myth out of the window when I became a guru in 2013. I kicked out a whole lot of the sheltering of gurus. I booted it out of its system, and I made the relationship between a guru and a disciple an ordinary relationship. Is the disciple extraordinary or ordinary? Can the ordinary have a relationship with the extraordinary? No. The ordinary must have a relationship with the ordinary. Can the disciple elevate himself to the level of the Guru? But can the Guru bring himself down to the level of the disciple? Yes. And when the Guru brings himself down to the level of the disciple, is the communication and relationship amicable? Yes. If the Guru is too high, and he must give darshan, away. I know you was attracted by the darshan Guru too. When he gives darshan, what do you get? You understand? Because you've given darshan to ordinary people from an extraordinary height. Are you understanding? The frequency of the darshan that is being given and the frequency of intercepting the darshan. If it is not synthesized, you cannot receive it. Are you understand? I stated Sanatana Dharma is a scientific system and everything works with science. Everything works with science and mathematics. Everything is an equation. Your relationship and my relationship is an equation. I have to equal you, you have to equal me ultimately in the end for the mathematical synthesis to take place. Standing somewhere and giving Yeah, there's one guru went to the moon and gave darshan, you remember? There's a certain following. That guru gave darshan from the moon, right? He also sent honey and ashes on photographs. So these are yogic, scientific things that can be done on this earth. Our rishis, you heard the word rishis and munis? Yeah, they were spiritual scientists. Alright? And if you master the frequency, if you master the frequency of this universe, everything takes place in frequencies. Like my Guruji mastered all the frequencies. Guruji mastered all the frequencies, so he could change a girl child into a boy child in 7 months of pregnancy. My Guruji could change water into ghee and ghee into water. Now that is called pure darshan. If you want darshan, you understand, that is scientific. The proof is there. You understand? Then you took out a photograph, and I still can't understand how you was attracted to darshan. When you saw Guruji come alive, you showed, Abir Bhai, showed people, hey, see, Guruji is alive on my video. Then Abir took the same video and tried it on Lord Narayan. Lord Narayan never come alive. Then he brought the same, and this is alive. This is a live. Then he brought that live when he came back onto Guruji, and Guruji's beard was moving alive. With all that evidence, we still wanted to be a disciple of darshan. Alright? And darshan has not shown the world one single thing yet. What I said, he is euphoria in anticipation. Euphoria in anticipation. I don't think any other person has put these two words together. When you want to see a famous person, Amitabh Bachchan, imagine if he walks into this room. Even Nadine will run to go greet him. I think Nadine remembers him from Ammar Akbar, Anthony. Nadine, you watch those movies? Okay. So when you know Amitabh Bachchan is coming, you'll be in anticipation. And when he landed here, that emotion called euphoria and anticipation, what it will do to you, Vasan? You'll go on a high. That is called dar. Yeah. So there's no highs in spirituality, there's no lows in spirituality. 1 plus 1 must equal to 2. That's how simple spirituality is. That's how simple. That is why I don't sit there. I read you all the 6 levels that a guru can function in. And I'm sitting at the lowest level, so that at this level we can communicate and we can get an understanding, so that I don't keep you all in anticipation. There's no fake promises. There's no fake teachings. There's no fake knowledge. There's nothing that comes out of my mouth is not scriptural. and I'm behaving how God wants me to behave. And I'm teaching what God wants me to teach. And I'm practicing what God wants me to practice. The title Acharya means a bona fide spiritual master who lives his teachings. A bona fide spiritual master who lives his teachings. And we take all bona fide spiritual masters cannot make anything new. Bona fide spiritual masters cannot make anything new. I must just follow whatever my Guru did. And Guruji followed whatever his Guru did. And Lord Ramanuj followed whatever his Guru did. Lord Ramanuj had a Guru. His Guru was Ramanuj Acharya. And Ramanuj Acharya did what his Guru instructed him. And if you go all the way back, that is how you know the system is bona fide. There is no branches in Sanatana Dharma. If 1 + 1 is equal to 2, then it's 1 + 1 is equal to 2. There cannot be a deviation. What will happen to the result if there's a deviation in 1 + 1 is equal to 2? Yeah, so I am in politics because it is my incumbent duty to be in politics. I'm the second Guru in the world today. I am the second bona fide spiritual master in the world today who is directly involved in politics. It does not mean that if you did not know of any gurus, then gurus should not be involved in politics. The days of the head-touching gurus are coming to an end, and I am exposing that fearlessly. Okay, I was asked by a guru that I invited who lived in this ashram. He said, Acharya ji, please try not to demean gurus. Otherwise people will lose their trust in gurus. I did not heed his advice. You rather have a genuine guru or know about a genuine guru than have this general idea of gurus. And this is where the problem is it not? Having a general idea of gurus. The only guru that is bona fide is the guru that teaches his guru's teachings. And if you trace his guru's teachings, and if you trace all the gurus, it must take you to Veda Vyas. So Veda Vyasa's teachings, right up to the current guru's teachings, will mean that the line is straight, no information has been distorted. All of you understand? And then lastly, the Lord incarnated twice in Sanatana Dharma. Both times he incarnated as a politician. Both times he incarnated as a politician, and the Lord's incarnation is to set a precedent. What does precedent mean? This is what man must follow, and right next to the Supreme Lord is the Guru system. Yes or no? So all the gurus must follow the Supreme Lord and teach humanity what God set as a precedent. So yes, politics and the Guru principle and Sanatana Dharma is intertwined because politics took its birth from Sanatan Dharma itself. Jai Shri Manara.
Guru, so there's a question here from Ashwin Ramsumar.
Yeah.
What happens on the day a guru initiates a disciple?
The disciple makes a pledge. The disciple makes a pledge that from this day forth, I will follow my Guru's instruction to the last word. That's what initiation means. Any other question?
No, Sisa.
Okay. Jai Shri.
Jai Shri.